I think the best way to start would be to talk about the energy side and what you in your life and in your culture, how you have to get energy, what you guys do to create your own energy or to get energy. So I think it's really fascinating.
Okay, so how we get our energy mostly, we get energy from burning firewood. Others getting from burning charcoal. I have done a presentation, like a video on burning charcoal, because about a month ago, about 3 weeks ago, we were burning charcoal, and it's a long process. But that's how basically we get firewood, we get our energy. So mostly firewood. Actually, about 90% of energy consumption in sub-Saharan Africa comes from burning firewood, biomass. So that's how we mostly get our firewood. Some people say electricity, but if you come to a place like Kenya, we have access to electricity, but access is not the problem. The problem is we are poor people. Poor people don't have refrigerators. They don't have microwaves. They don't have dishwashers. They don't have laundry machines. So we are using so little electricity. Like in our home, we use about 15 kilowatt hours a month. So that's so little compared to, let's say, your refrigerator. So um, the problem is, like, we have to be rich and fed before we can afford the other luxuries.
How expensive
Yeah.
is it? Is it easy to get the electricity, or is it expensive once you get it, or how accessible it is to get electricity there?
Getting electricity is fairly accessible. Like, the government is working on a program to ensure that most of the Kenyans have access to electricity. So it's not such a big problem. But if you decided to get electricity by yourself, it's going to be very hectic, costly, because we are a developing country, and you have to bribe your way into various, like, it's hectic. But if you wait for the government, it's very cheap.
Yeah, interesting. But like the point that you made is that, like, even to need electricity, you have to have electronics, right? You have to have a refrigerator, you have to have heating and air conditioning. These things are all expensive, a microwave, etc. And so if you don't have those things, then you're really more focused on heating, cooking, things like that, right? I mean, it's more like the basics and the necessities versus the luxury items. Is that right?
How we use our energy mostly is, like, okay, it could be transport, it could be heating, but mostly cooking. So, and of course, in our farms, like working, maybe weeding, stuff like that. But so how we get, like, having access to electricity is not a solution to our energy problem, because we, even in the US, most people don't cook using electricity. They use cooking gas. They cook using gas. So I'd say if we had access to, let's say, fossil fuels, we had access to LPG, we had access to LNG, that would really be amazing for us, because, like, once we substitute firewood for cleaner, more efficient, affordable, and easily accessible energy, it's going to be good for us.